अपने तरीके से और इनोवेट।
Hello and welcome, I'm Thomas Porteous and you're watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories this hour. President Trump calls Saudi Arabia America's strongest partner and unveils a $142 billion arms deal in Riyadh. He also promises to end all sanctions on Syria, urging a new path towards greatness for the war-torn nation. A major trade deal between Washington and Beijing takes effect, cutting most tariffs and halting a damaging trade war. The agreement, reached in Geneva talks, offers temporary relief to global markets and supply chains. Ukrainian President Zelensky says he'll only attend Ukraine-Russia talks if Putin shows up in person. He challenges the Kremlin, saying Putin is too scared for a face-to-face meeting in Istanbul. US President Donald Trump met Syria's interim president Ahmed al-Shara in Riyadh today, a White House official has confirmed. The surprise meeting comes a day after Trump announced he would lift sanctions on Damascus ahead of a broader Gulf leaders summit. At least 48 people, including 22 children, die in overnight strikes on northern Gaza, hours after Hamas freed a hostage in a US brokered deal, according to reports. Netanyahu vows to destroy Hamas, saying Israel's escalation is days away, despite global calls for a ceasefire. Canada's new Prime Minister Mark Carney unveils a 29-member cabinet to reset ties with President Trump. Key ministers stay on as Ottawa prepares to redefine its US trade strategy. Fierce street battles shake Libya's capital for a second night after the killing of a militia leader sparks rival faction fighting. The UN says it's deeply alarmed by the violence in crowded neighborhoods and is urgently calling for a ceasefire. China and Colombia sign a landmark deal bringing Bogotá into Xi Jinping's Belt and Road Initiative. President Xi calls for a quality upgrade in ties after meeting Colombian leader Gustavo Petro in Beijing. Our top story today, India's External Affairs